Griffin Gym, proud sponsors of UCMMA.
My name's Richard the Myth Griffin, 35 years of age, fighting out of pound for pound gym in Lewisham.
My name is Maksym Matus. I coming from Ukraine. I representing Antonio team. I training Fight Zone gym.
Training over the Christmas period has been a bit hard, but unusual stuff, so strength and conditioning, Thai boxing, boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, all of the above.
I'm ready to fight. I give 30% I win for me.
Maksym, thanks for taking this fight. I know that you weren't my original opponent, but it's going to be a good show either way, and get ready for war.
Let's have a good fight.
So here we go as we get ready for lightweight action here at the Troxy. I'm Rob Nutley, with me the legend that is Ian the Machine Freeman. And Ian, we know this guy pretty well, great wrestler.
Well, yeah, Matus, we've had a guy earlier on in the card called Matus, Maksym Matus to be precise, this guy. Great wrestler, like you say, up against Richard Griffin, though Richard Griffin is nothing to be sneezed at. He is such an awesome wrestler himself, likes to strike though, so I think this could be a striker versus grappler scenario.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to see a bit of a conflict in styles. We know that Maksym doesn't particularly like to keep it upright, very, very strong and powerful on the ground. But like you say, Griffin's nothing to be sneezed at. He's going to be very, very dangerous, upright, and when it hits the canvas. So making his way to the cage, Richard Griffin, and he looks all about business tonight, Ian.
Well, we've seen him go from strength to strength. He seems to be getting better the more fights he has, and just look at that physique, absolutely ripped.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our next contest scheduled for 3 rounds of mixed martial arts fighting in the UCMMA lightweight division. Sponsored by Iron Gym, also sponsored by Spearmint Rhino. And now, introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a record of 2 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 8. He weighed in at 70.3 kilograms. Fighting out of Team Antonio, here is Maksym Matus. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a record of 7 wins, 9 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 70 kilograms. Fighting out of pound for pound gym, make some noise for Richard the Myth Griffin. And when the action begins, the man in charge is Dan the Gentleman Movahedi.
So here we go, they touch gloves. Griffin light on his feet.
Like I say, Griffin will no doubt want to keep the standing against the wrestler.
And the wrestler, that's a southpaw.
Matus didn't like that. Got tagged, not even hard. Stood back, opened his jaw.
That's what Griffin does so well. Beautiful striker.
You see the wrestler backing up, waiting for Griffin to come forward. It's the best time to shoot in, and when somebody's coming forward at you, you drop underneath them punches and take the leg.
And as you said, Matus knows how to do that very well, Ian.
Well, accidental eye poke.
Was a bit of a hand on the face. I think he tried to push Griffin away, but a finger slip.
It happens.
Happen.
Yeah, it does happen.
Unfortunate. Let's just hope it doesn't stop the contest. We have seen it in the past where it's been serious enough to stop the fight.
And you know, the fight's just started. No one's actually been tagged, no one's been took down. There's been no wrestling engaged. So if you have been poked in the eye like this and you need medical attention and you think you can't go on, then it is serious.
And as you said earlier, Ian, we do have some of the best medics in the game here at UCMMA. Very experienced. I would imagine there's not a lot they haven't seen.
Well, looks like we're ready to go. And wisely, Richard Griffin took his time. It's no good fighting with just one eye, blurred vision. Yeah, Griffin's ready, isn't he? You can see his opponent's going to shoot. So he's, oh, nice uppercut.
Beautiful. Anticipated the shot
sprawl.
there. This is where he needs to get his base and take it. Beautiful wrestling.
But look at that scramble, straight back to his feet.
Beautiful work.
Very agile.
Needs to be
nice
careful.
Knee. Working for the underhooks is Griffin.
Matus so strong, looking for the ankle pick. Griffin needs to get that underhook in, bring his man up right. Matus switches, looking for that single leg.
Griffin was trying to go for crossface there, didn't quite work. He's now pushing the head down.
Huge
nice
power.
slam.
Huge power from Matus, and this is where we knew he could be dangerous.
Yeah, great double.
He's got those legs tight. Look to climb up the body. And control it.
But Griffin's comfortable. You know, he's got, yeah, he does have more losses than wins, but he is getting better each time he steps in here. He's been in here many times, more than a dozen at least, so he knows what he's doing.
Back to his feet. Beautiful hip
nice
throw.
hip toss.
Matus so dangerous in the clinch.
Looks a little bit high, could get rolled over there, and he tries it. Yeah. No, he's. See how Griffin was trying to pick up his hips. Needs to be careful, watch the back.
That single hook goes in.
Yeah, he's only got one hook in. He's going to get thrown off the side here. Griffin needs to grab the head. Griffin needs to, oh, he gets out of it. Nicely done.
Work.
A pick up and a slam again. You know, you work hard to get back to your feet just to be took back down again. It's kind of demoralizes you a little bit.
Very frustrating.
Crucifix.
Griffin looking to work his way out.
He's
just
doing his
doesn't quite
best.
make
He's
it.
trying, isn't he? He's doing his best to get out of there. But obviously the wrestling base is a little bit stronger than the ground base. So I find it kind of useless to strike from the bottom like that. You know, you're wasting energy. The shots are not doing anything. You should be working to escape. You know, there's a lot of people, I see it, you know, even when people are on the mount, they try to strike back when they're on the back, you know, and you're thinking, forget it. Again, he gives his back. The one saving grace I think it is for Richard Griffin is Matus' ground and pound is quite weak. It's not, there's no powerful shots going in there. You know, it's not as if the thunderous shots.
I mean, I don't want to take anything away from him, but he's not the greatest striker, and let's be straight here. He's, in terms of striking from ground and pound and on his feet.
See, look at that. Look at this. Look at the shots that's going in. Great wrestling, great base.
They're just all arm.
It's just, it's, you know, they're just sort of tapping the face, and that's the saving grace for Richard Griffin right now, because if them were big shots coming in, he'd be doing more about covering up than he would be about escaping. But now we're in the mount position. This could be dangerous. 10 seconds. Richard Griffin going to be saved by the bell. Working for the K-lock. Gets it. Griffin pulls out. Well, definitely round one for Matus.
Very, very comfortable round one for Matus on the ground. His wrestling skills and his wrestling ability paying off tenfold. So here we go, round 2.
Well, Griffin does not want to go to his back. Definitely not.
I have a feeling Matus is just going to wait for that range to close.
Oh, do you know what? I was just about to say, Griffin does not want to get too close. He needs to punch from the outside. And what did he do? He actually stepped forward. As soon as you step forward into a wrestler's domain, the wrestler will take you down or at least get a hold of you like he did now. And again, nice takedown, strength, power double. Gogo Plata needs to pull the head down. If he missed, he's out.
It's so close. Almost had it there. Triangle choke is there. If Griffin can
yes,
turn.
He's got it. Yo, beautiful work by Griffin.
He just needs to keep calm now and hold it tight. Hook the leg.
He's got it. Oh, the head's out. The head's out.
Oh, so close.
That was a beautiful transition. He needs to break free. He doesn't want to stand and grapple. He wants to break free. He's doing his best to sprawl, but the wrestler, again, tries for the double. He switches off. He needs to turn out from the cage, turn away from the cage. When you do that, you should just turn his back off the cage. You would have been free there. He's got that single. He could pick it. He'd go for the high crotch and pick him up off the floor.
Great work.
Now he steps
Griffin.
out. Griffin needs to leave go. Why is Griffin wrestling with a wrestler? He's winning the stand-up game. He needs to push back and strike.
I think it's the dirty boxing for him, Ian. I think he's quite comfortable head on chest and to fire those knees and hooks. Matus hasn't really got an answer for him, so it's not a bad strategy.
Yeah, well, yeah. The only thing I was worried about is like the wrestler was going to grab him and do a hit throw again. Oh, nice body shot. Beautiful work. Well, I take my words back. I'm sorry, Richard Griffin. Oh, that's what I was worried about. That's what I was worried about. Spoke too soon.
Beautiful work by Matus, but he took a lot of punishment there, Ian. That knee to the body.
He did, yeah, but if he controls the rest of this round, he could have lost 2 rounds, Richard. So I was kind of right in my prediction. Kind of right. Halfy half, let's have that. Nicely passed, half guard, he's trapped the arm as well.
Straight over. Nothing dangerous getting through.
Like I say, the saving grace, them shots are really, really weak. It's his wrestling ability that's holding it down. It's got great wrestling.
Stocky, powerful build. Very strong. See Griffin's corner calling to him. Get back to your feet. Easier said than done from this position. Matus weight all over.
Matus is working for the guillotine. Mounted guillotine. He's going to slide over. He's got it. There we
Beautiful.
go. Mounted guillotine. He's got one hand in. Both hands in now. Just needs to lock it up. Nah, he's got one hand now. It's very hard to put a guillotine on with one hand. He's let go. Now he's going to strike. He's in the half guard. He could pass if he wants because Griffin really hasn't got a hold of it.
Full mount now.
Griffin using the cage. Going to roll over. All the way out and come out the back door. Push and roll. No, he's not doing it.
Tries to turn on his hips and
Yeah,
roll.
not really doing the correct thing. When you push off the cage, you've got to climb your legs as high as you can.
That's right, he almost just pushed himself across the cage.
That's exactly what he's done, Rob. A little bit of inexperience there. It's something you have to work on like everything else in the gym. The cage is great to work from if you're going to go for arm bars or escapes and everything else. But if you're not sure what you're doing, it could work to your disadvantage. Just like this, pushed him away from the cage and now he's got nothing to get back up, nothing to climb his legs up. Do you know what? If Maksym decides to learn some decent ground and pound, this fight could have been over. Work on how to get some power, how to create power through your hips.
Griffin trying to keep his opponent at bay, but Matus very, very strong, top position, and a good place to end the round for Matus.
2 rounds to 0, but so far 1 to go. Well, if I was in Richard Griffin's corner, I'd be telling him get nowhere near your opponent. Keep on the outside and do not swing for the fences like that. Oh man.
Matus straight, quick takedown.
Well, Griffin needs a knockout or a submission right now. It doesn't matter what he does, he can work for the... Oh, if he gets his leg around, he go for the heel hook.
He looked to be working for that, Ian, or even a knee bar at one point.
Well, the only reason I think he couldn't get the knee bar, Rob, is that his right leg was actually caught on the hip, but...
There we go. Possibly make his way back to his feet. Maksym sprawling now. Trying to bring Griffin down. But, oh, beautiful, beautiful takedown technique.
Well, like I say, he needs a finish. If he doesn't get the finish, it's going to be 3 rounds without any doubt whatsoever to Maksym Matus.
And it is just superior wrestling, Ian, isn't it?
It is, because obviously, like I say, they're taking nothing away from Matus. You know, the shots, there's nothing in them. There's like, he could be bare knuckle right now and no damage could be caused. You know, it's like, he's just so light. So it's pure wrestling. Griffin could swing for an armbar. He goes for it. He's got it.
Oh,
He's
it's
man.
Oh. And he's up. Very smart move by Matus. He knew he was in the danger zone.
You can just imagine Richard Griffin going on in his head right now. What do I have to do to get this man off me? But first of all, you've got to stop punching him in the back. Secondly, you've got to underhook. And thirdly, you've got to escape. There's your underhook. Now you get out there. Go on, sweep, 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 sweep. Go. Beautiful. That's it. There we go. There we go. That's it. Now we're working. Now we're working. There's the heel hook. That's it.
Doesn't quite get it. Is that leg over?
He's got it.
Beautiful.
He's got it. He's got it. Crank it on. Needs to arch back. He's missed it. It's gone. It's out. Go for knee bar. Now the knee is
through. You won't get it from there. So a couple of very, very good submission attempts by Richard Griffin.
But just not good enough, Rob.
The wrestler proving to be dangerous and dominant.
If Richard Griffin has the energy, if he has, he needs to use it all up right now. He needs to get this man away from him and he needs to throw some leather without being on his front foot. There's a difference between throwing leather from your front foot and throwing leather from your back foot. There's a skill to it.
Another beautiful ankle pick by Matus.
Well, this has all been Maksym Matus from round 1 to round 3. Again, Richard Griffin trying his best. Some awesome submission attempts, but just not enough.
Just fighting for time now.
Yeah, I was just going to say there's not a lot happening here now. You know, if I was him, Richard, he's got the arm on the armpit, I would just switch the guillotine. You know, at least give it a go, give it a try.
Yeah.
You know, the seconds are counting down, you're holding on.
Try and switch both arms underneath and hold on to that neck.
Well, Rob, I think we can see with all honesty here, it has been Matus that has just totally controlled this fight. Great wrestling skill. He's avoided the submissions. He has thrown the ground and pound, obviously without power like we've been saying, but it's enough to win all these 3 rounds, unanimous decision. And he is quite happy with that. He knows he's won.
Yeah,
And
very,
who can
tough.
blame him? Who can blame him?
Very tough 3 rounds.
Yeah, well, Richard Griffin's a tough guy. He didn't give in. He didn't give in at 1 second. So a very tough fight. Awesome win.
Conflict of styles and a wrestler wins. Very good win for Matus.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of mixed martial arts fighting, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges score this bout the same way, 30-27. For your winner by unanimous decision, Maksym Matus! And your runner-up is Richard Griffin.
Maksym, an impressive fight tonight. You have great takedowns, really good wrestling background. You wasn't going for the submissions, but your ground and pound was really good. Are you happy with your performance tonight?
A very good wrestling. I don't know. Now, this fight, every day training, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai. Thank you, my friends. Thank you, Fight Zone, my coach. Thank you, guys. I'm very happy. Tonight I win. Next fight, maybe I will be very good strong. See you guys. Bye. Thank you.
He said it all. Everyone